Coming back into our story creator mode here. Opening up Honor Thy Mater. So taking a deeper look here. We've got Honor Thy Mater, help an old man find his daughters, so may he lay his deceased life to rest. So this picture here, goodness, these are all of the pictures that I could have used for the game. But I used ones that are relative to the locations in my story. So here, let's open up my assets. I've got the old man, Mikhail, here. I used a rich old civilian man for this. And I stationed him here in this little house in Patana, outside of Sparta, right here. That's where he'll start. Gaia. Here, the daughters, I've made them all have very similar hair, so it might be a little different in the back. In the front. But it's all very, very similar in the back. So here she is on top of her cliff. Got Sophia. She's a little bit more brash. She's actually a commander here. She's stationed at the fort. So here, peeking into these other three here, these three people here are the three extra commanders that I have in position. That. Let's take a look at her. So the third daughter here is the one that's in a cage. Right here. So in this cage, she is. And she's got 1, 2, 3, 4 guards here in addition to the ones that are already at this location. This little bandit location, as you can see. It's a threat here. Bandits and pirates. Closing her. When working with the blade, finding Gaia's blade, I wanted to have the old man just give it to the player, but unfortunately, when I tried to put that into the story here, it would not load in the game. It kept saying load failure, so on and so forth, and I had to deal with that handoff there. So instead, I made it a kill quest. Just a minute here. But I had to spawn this guy holding the sacrificial blade with a daily routine, so he looks like he's walking around within the city here. But I have him starting out in the backyard. He's been spotted having lunch or meditating. He was in a field another time. And our other main people, we've got this bandit commander in here. Like I said, you can change names. He's holding the ring. He's down here. So in addition to the forces of bandits and pirates here, the BNPs, 2 of these guys have jewelry. 2 of these guys are just extra muscle. So here is where they are. And I wanted to have them over here on the map, but there's no spawning location to put them. It wasn't optional for me, I could go here, but this is a whole nother faction. This is another place I wanted to put them, but I also could not station them. I could not spawn them from those locations, so I had to relocate. Oh. So save. See. Bandit leader. He's another guy who's down here at the Cave of Poseidon. Pirate captain. So this guy is one of the guys in the last part of the quest who is down here. So this guy, he's got 3 amigos. All characters I've put in, 3 of them are on the kill list. 1 of them is extra muscle. So here I ended up putting them at Pirate Bay with the pirates that are already there, BNP characters that are already there. I wanted to put them here, but as you can see, there is no spawning location for that, so that's why they got changed as well. Okay, save. So these other guys, so Spartan First Officer is stationed for Sophia. Spartan Second Officer is stationed for Sophia. The Bandit Brute is stationed to guard Arato. Bandit Warden stationed to guard Arato. Let's see, first mate. He is one of the guys on the kill list for the Revenge. He is an extra muscle guy for the bandits that have stolen the jewelry. Pirate Archer, he is the extra muscle for the guys at Pirate Beach. Spartan Commander, he is an extra muscle for Sophia at the fort. Pirate Commander, he is one of the people that are on the kill list for the Revenge. Save. Bandit Ruffian is one of the ones guarding Otto in the cage. And this Bandit Barbarian is also extra muscle down in the Cave of Poseidon. So all of these characters here, these enemy characters, have set up to be elite. A little bit more difficult. So finding the daughter. Start with a talk starter. With the dialogue here, you can see dialogue back and forth. Just open this once real quick. So in here, we've got him with an optimistic face and grateful hands, a friendly face, greetings hands, sad face, and a default hand. So in all these places, I have the face relative to the context of the comment they are making. Some of them have hand gestures, some of them do not. So we can validate that. This talk has a conversation has a choice to either accept. Here we can go, just accept it. Or decline. So here we go, I can go out of this dialogue with our go-to objective, going to the Fallen Temple. Our next quest is we want to talk to the daughter. So here, are you the daughter of Mikhail? So on. What does the matter? And here, this dialogue only has one output because there wasn't a choice in the matter. It's just a chat. Go to objective is to return to her house. So closing this quest, we open the next one. I've set up a routine here for daily routine. Talk starter here. You, since you can't find the blade around the house, you talk to the old man. After you talk to the old man, and he tells you to go look for this the guy with the bull's head. The guy with the bull's head named Thief here. He's applied a behavior to flee. So once you're done talking to this man, the guy with the bull's head will flee, and your objective here is to kill the thief. Using a progress bar here. There's only one to kill. Quest. So once the blade has been collected, this guy's been killed, we take his own starter here at the lair of the wolves. There, kill 3 wolves using a counter this time. Target type category, animal, wolf, count of 3. Sending us to the war fighting club. So we're there. We can kill our one war. Counter. Kill. Animal war. And then we return back to talk to Gaia. I've done as you requested. You have my gratitude. Okay. Taking on our next is escorting her. So now we say, hey. May we go now? Yes, please take me home. Confirm Gaia. Can escort here, take Gaia home. Players to escort. Setting this here, this was important. The speed regular is still very, very slow. And it's handy to have them be able to use a rideable, whether they're riding on the same horse as you are, or if they're riding on their own horse. I've seen both. So here, this is where we're returning to drop them off to complete this quest. Once these girls have been dropped off, or this girl, I should say, the one girl has been dropped off, talk to her father. She is also here. My sister went to Zarek's Point, and I shall go find them. Finding the daughter. We have a relationship here. We don't want her to die. She is set to be killable, but not by the player. So the whole intention is we don't want them to die. They die. You've failed your quest. So here we've got our friendly fire per se. Our zone is set for the fort. So once we make get up to the fort here, we are then set to our objective to talk to Sophia. She's upset here. How dare you kill all my soldiers? I was only defending myself. And you go to find out that her sister had been taken captive by bandits, and she needs to be rescued. So, are you kidding me? How am I supposed to rescue her without my army? You have me. Says Mistio is fine. Okay. So here ends this quest. Opening up our rescue Eratu. Again, we're setting the relationship behavior with Sophia as an ally. Taking us talk starter here to initiate what we're doing. I shall go with you to find Eratu. Take me to all those Malakas have your sister. So here, you take Sophia, escort her over to where they have her sister captive. You now have a relationship of ally here with sister that's being captive. So once again, they can kill her, but you can't. Our objective here is to free. Once the sister has been free, got our relationship behavior here. Ally. Ally. Giving a little chat to both sisters. Ask if Arato is okay. She's fine. Her jewelry has been stolen, so Amicios will escort both girls home and then go find the jewelry. My original intention was to have Iratu at a different location, but I had found out that the location I wanted to put her at was a temporary location set up by the AI characters in the game. So this was one of the places that didn't really mess with my story, that I wasn't already using, that had a cage. Laconia doesn't have quite so many cages. But, so in my original thing, I was going to get the jewelry, pick up the sisters, and take them home with their jewelry. But since the daughters or sisters or whatever are, their home is on the way, partway between where they are now and where the jewelry is, the daughters get dropped off at home first. So some of my dialogue had to change for that. Escort them home. Both daughters will go back to the house in Patana. Let's close. Finding the jewelry. Talk to Mikhail, saying, hey, I've returned all your daughters. And the one says, you promised to find my mater's ring and necklace. Okay, fine. Where did they go? Cave of Poseidon. She'll return. So this one, A, B, C, D, set up here, E, player, and the man and all three daughters here, all together in the scene. So go to objective, we go to where the bandits are located. And once we go there, you're given the command to kill. So with a progress bar, you've got bandit commander, bandit leader. And once we've done that, go back to Arato. Tell her you've retrieved the ring and necklace. And she talks to the father, or the player talks to the father. You have my gratitude. Now I can lay my beloved life to rest. All in a day's work, says Themisios. And essentially, after this, the player has the option to cancel out of this next one and still be successful in the level, technically. But this gives a little extra XP, a little extra cash, a little extra stuff to pick up. Okay, so here, speak to the man. I have one last request. What is it? Help me seek revenge. Again, we've got our choices, accept or decline. Tell me where to find them. Heard bandits are splattered at Pirate Bay. Okay, or we can just say, oh, I just don't have the time. So in this case, accept decline. Here, accept decline, fail. So if they decline, they still have a successful quest. Or if they finish this all the way out. So if they decide to accept, they are going to Pirate Beach in a circle here to take care of these guys. I have a progress bar to knock out 3 of the 4. And here we've got our last little dialogue box. I have sent them all to Hades. May the gods watch over you. Alright. And there it is, all the way to the end. Story start, story end. Quest items and so on.